I'm sorry, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I have a voice. I have my own thoughts, my own fears, my own concerns, and I don't believe in those who say they speak on my behalf. I don't believe in those that say they represent me. They represent us. They represent our fears, our concerns, that they fight for us. You know what? I could fight for myself, and I think that all the people out there have a right to take a stand on their own and not have to rely on others to do the fighting for them. We have a voice, and I refuse to accept silence as an acceptable solution. Does that make me wrong? Does that make me unpopular? Well, I'll tell you this, I really don't care. Do you really think I do this to be popular? Do you really think I do this to get a reaction? Do you really think that I do this because I want to be loved by everybody because I'm getting something out of this? No, I do this because I feel better saying and speaking my mind, saying what's in my heart, saying what's in my soul, putting out my own thoughts. This is not left versus right, right's better than left, left's better than right. This is common sense. And if that makes me unpopular, I'll tell you this, I really don't care, because I am not about being politically correct. And if you are about being politically correct, then maybe this isn't a podcast for you. This isn't a radio show for you. This isn't where you belong. But if you're somebody with common sense and sees through the lies and the smoke screens and the diversions and feels like they want to be heard and be a part of something more, then this is where you belong. This is where you are welcome with open arms to be a part of it. Yes, people, this is where I say things that need to be said without fear, without concern, and I don't care how others view them. I don't care how the critics feel or think or dissect my words. I'm speaking my mind because I'm an American citizen, and I have the right to free speech, and I'm going to utilize that right, and I'm going to execute that right as loud as I possibly can and as many times as I possibly can, because I'm a citizen of the greatest country in the world, and I believe that all of you have been lied to, misrepresented, and screwed over just like I have. So ladies and gentlemen, this is for you, this is for me, and this is for those out there that care about reclaiming the sovereignty of this great nation. This is for all of you who are ready to do more than just sit idly by and accept what we're force-fed, accept the lies, accept what we're told to be the norm. No. We will decide what's right for us. We will decide what's best for us. We will decide because we are the people and we have a voice. That's just my opinion. This is Voice of the People USA Radio. I am Daniel Smariglio, the president and founder of Voice of the People USA and Voice of the People USA Radio. This is my little daily podcast. These are my thoughts, these are my rants, and I assure you, they're not for the faint of heart. I will be explicit, I will be blunt, but that's just how I am. That's just how I roll, and that's what I do. With that, time to cut the crap and get to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Voice of the People USA, Voice of the People USA Radio, and we are coming to you live on Spreaker. Time to cue the intro because I love it, it inspires me, and I hope it inspires you. Here we go.
Gonna take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one. She said you're 1 in a million, you got to burn the shine. You were born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eye. And you woke up this morning, all that love had gone. Your papa never told you about right and wrong. But you looking good, baby. I believe that you're feeling fine. Shake my body, born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eyes. So sing it now. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon, got a blue moon in your eyes. So sad, goddamn shake my body. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon, got a blue moon in your eyes. Listen, you woke up this morning, the world turned upside down. Lord, of those things ain't been the same since the blues walked in our town. But you 1 in a million, 'cause you got that shotgun shine. Shake my body, born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eyes. Yeah. Woke up this morning, you got a blue moon in your eyes. So sad, goddamn shake my body. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eyes. Yeah, I know it. You just can't help yourself. Yeah.
Let's just say that I'm starting the podcast with a tribute to James Gandolfini. Rest in peace, sir. A good man, great actor. You will be missed. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daniel Smeriglio of Voice of the People USA Radio, and this is me doing my podcast on Spreaker. Please follow along on Spreaker at VOP USA Radio. Follow us, Facebook, America Rising. Click the little link, listen live, send a request, or put in the search box Voice of the People USA Radio fan page and hit the like button. I played that song because James Gandolfini unfortunately passed away yesterday at the age of 51, and as a fan of Sopranos, a fan of James Gandolfini as an actor, and after reading numerous stories about him as a person, I will say that he was a very good man, and he will be sorely missed by me and millions of other people. So I played the intro to Sopranos simply because I felt it was necessary. I know liberals won't like that because it talks about a gun, but nevertheless, I played that in tribute, in honor of. Last night, earlier this morning, or yesterday now, or whatever you want to call it, I did my 20 thoughts or points on how to save America. I did 1 through 10. And tonight, in a condensed podcast, I won't go as long for everybody that is listening, so have no fear. It will be points 11 through 20. As promised, and for once I'm actually delivering and doing a podcast the next day, like I said I would. About time, I'll tell you. But I gotta start off quick by addressing something I posted on the America Rising Facebook page. It was a status that I shared from somebody that longtime listeners know that I consider a friend and a mentor, Dan Digger Amato from diggersrealm.com. His status posted earlier today is WTF. What is the point of the Tea Party rally against the IRS today? Do they think they're going to disband the IRS? We all know the Tea Party was targeted by the IRS when filing for their nonprofit status. That's a scandal, but a rally? Meanwhile, on the other side of the Capitol Dome, pro-illegal aliens are rallying. If they get their amnesty, it will cost taxpayers over $4 trillion in taxes. The little tiny tax deductions the Tea Party donors would have received pales in comparison. I call that stupid. An investigation to the IRS is needed, but the Tea Party is wasting its time. I'm pretty convinced half the Tea Party is pro-illegal anyway. Look at FreedomWorks, founded by pro-illegal alien amnesty Dick Armey. Well, yet again, I have to say that Dan Amato is a man who speaks the truth whether you want to hear it or not. It is very true, and that goes right in line with what I've always said, that I don't knock Tea Party supporters and people who go out there and hold rallies and events. I knock those who claim to be the leaders of the Tea Party, if you will, or claim to have a hold on the people. And FreedomWorks and Americans for Prosperity are two of the most evil, vile, vicious bastards in the world. FreedomWorks is very much pro-illegal. And the Tea Party, in its inception, well, once coerced and manipulated by the likes of FreedomWorks and Americans for Prosperity, did not, I repeat, did not want any involvement from pro-immigration enforcement, aka anti-illegal alien amnesty activists like myself, Dan Amato, and the thousands of others legitimate activists out there, to have any part of the Tea Parties, and we were told that we are not welcome to discuss these issues because they don't fall in line with the platform. In other words, I saw that as a complete bullshit way of saying that we can't make money off of what you're saying. So, therefore, it's not a lie, and Dick Armey, and when he was in the House, was very much a supporter of illegal aliens. So I ask you yet again, are these people worth supporting? For every activist out there, I say always. And to the person who left a comment, of course, you know, have we ever stepped up and looked the enemy in the eye? Obviously you don't know me very well, or you don't pay attention to the little thing called history and what I've done, what Dan Amato's done, and all of us have done. We know the enemy very well, thank you. And we've embraced them. Yes. The death threats, the acts of violence, etc., not done by us, the big evil people. No, done by the pro-illegal crowd, the America-hating crowd, Code Pink, and all their other likenesses, and La Raza, and Mecca, and Lulac, and everything else, and even on our own side with Ali Pack. So yeah, we've looked the enemy in the eye, thank you, so it doesn't pay to judge when somebody goes against the mainstream and questions what's considered okay and acceptable activism. So people out there like me, you are capable of thinking that multiple issues need to be addressed. And yeah, the IRS, if you listen to my points last night, I say get rid of the bastards. They should be dissolved, disbanded, and absolutely put to death, put out the pastor because they're horrible, they're evil. I hate the IRS. Just saying. But the little last minute call to arms, you know, we're going to all have the Tea Party rally against the IRS, and then we're going to go and confront the immigration enforcement. Do you realize the, I know Glenn Beck was involved and other people, but do you realize that half the people that the big name Tea Party, meaning not the activists, meaning the likes of Freedom Works and Americans for Prosperity, etc., that half of the people that they supported to get elected in the grand takeover of 2010, the Republican Revolution, if you will, are actually the very same proponents of the amnesty for the illegal aliens. The truth hurts, doesn't it? So, you can make excuses, you can say this, you can say that, but the truth is still the damn truth. Marco Rubio was a shining example of one they supported so much, and we all know that he is pro-illegal. John Boehner, the crying, weeping little dumbass, yes, the hero, the good American, the Tea Partier, candidate or whatever the hell they want to call him. Listen, a Tea Partier to me is somebody who goes out there and busts their ass and stands up for what they believe in and stands up for their country. The good people of this country, they don't reap rewards out of it, that fight with the expectation of getting nothing in return other than acceptable change. So a Tea Party candidate, I find that insulting 99% of the time, especially when it comes down to a career politician like a John Boehner. But as we know, John Boehner and Marco Rubio and John McCain, and the list goes on and on and on, are all pro-illegal alien amnesty. So I ask you all, if these people supposedly represent what's best for America, I again don't believe it's 11 million because it's really not. Okay, if you think that 40 million plus illegal alien criminal scumbag invading bastards deserve to get a free pass and a free ride off of your dime, off of your hard work, then I suggest that you support them and support their amnesty and keep blindly donating money to these selfish, greedy pieces of trash. But if you are like me and question and don't, well, believe everything we're told and just fall in line like good conformists and sheep do that they expect us to, then I say to all of you, the truth is being outed every single day more and more. So, with that said, it's not an opinion, it's called truth. You could run, you could hide, but the truth is still the damned truth. Is it not? Is it not? So, whether you like it or not, these people have not, now I'm not talking about illegals, don't get me wrong, okay? But these individuals, right, that are supposedly pro-Tea Party candidates and care about all of you and have made so much money off of your activism and you all busting your ass, well, they have coerced a movement of the people, for the people, by the people. They have taken advantage of, and they are manipulating their way to power, and already achieved their power, obviously, but now they're fighting against you and against the very morals and tenets and platform and everything they ran on. Truth hurts, doesn't it? It's just as bad as the illegal aliens, And what can I say? We're responsible. I'm not. I didn't vote for the pricks. But nevertheless, they have coerced and corrupted and infiltrated a movement. And they take advantage, and now look what they're doing. Anti-American sentiment and pushing for criminals, unknown criminals, to have amnesty and a free ride. Is that considered something that you all think is great? I think not. But if we say such things, if we go against the grain and speak out against the almighty Freedom Works and Americans for Prosperity and groups like that, and let's not forget Alley Pack, Numbers USA, all those wonderful groups that claim to have your best interest when fighting the illegal alien invasion, etc., etc., etc. All right? We will instantly become enemies, and how dare we speak out against the populace, right? Because they are what's saving this country. Haven't you realized it yet? They got elected in 2010, but, don't you know? Don't you know that we're better off now because they got elected? And the big money pieces of trash like Americans for Prosperity and Freedom Works and many other groups, well, they spent millions and millions of your dollars, people, to get them all elected. So therefore, good job, right? Let's commend them on doing a fine job of destroying our country more and more every second of every day. We don't even have to look at the liberals because we have enough problems on the right side, don't we? That is the truth. That is what people want to run from. Why? Why? Does it hurt? Damn straight it hurts. It should hurt. You should be pissed. You should be upset. So if you're not and you still want to make these little idle comments and try your very best to, I don't know, defend these hypocritical bastards, then that's on you. But I, along with the many other people that listen to this podcast, the radio show, hold these rallies, everything else, that don't buy the BS that we're force-fed, we are not going to subscribe to that just because it's popular, okay? So, again, going back to the initial thing that started me on this rant, if you will, Dan Amato, right? Dan Amato, diggersrealm.com, that's his name, Dan Amato. He spoke, like he always does, the truth. And what does he get for it? Condemnation. Because people want to run from the truth. Sad, but true. But all of you, like me, aren't running from it. We are running around spreading the truth because it's what we do. Because it's how we do our part to combat an evil entity that has corrupted the very fiber of this nation. Okay? So, let me be blunt. I am a registered Republican, okay? I have been a Republican since I was, I don't even freaking know, 11 years old, some crap like that, whatever. All right? Let me say this. Even though I am a registered Republican, I despise what has become of the Republican Party. They are just as bad as that which they preach against. Again, millionaire hypocrites. We have some exceptions now. We do. You know? But not many, unfortunately. Not many. And let's be honest, okay? Let's be frank. What was the Republicans' response again to the amnesty proposal by Barack Obama? Do you all remember? If not, allow me to remind you if you've had your head firmly implanted, okay? The response from the Republicans in response to Barack Obama's amnesty for all those good-hearted illegal alien criminals. The response was, we're going to stop this amnesty, and we're going to fight it, and we have a plan, and our plan is something revolutionary, and something earth-shattering, and something better than that of the president's plan of the evil, evil Democrats. Yes, our plan is amnesty for illegal aliens. Wow. I mean, damn. Don't you feel better about casting that vote for all of them? Come on now, people. Wake up. And I know for the ones I'm speaking to, you all get it. That's why you listen and put up with me screaming in your ears at 4:25 a.m. East Coast time. But, you know, and hello to all my friends in the Southwest, West Coast, Central time zones, everywhere else. Hello! But nevertheless, when we say things like this, when we expose these realisms, we're constantly harassed and condemned and labeled, not by the left, no, and not by the supporters thereof, no. Unfortunately, we get remarks and threats and comments and bashings and criticisms and this and that from people that are on the same side as you and I. And I don't take it personally because everybody is entitled to their own viewpoints, and hell, like I said, I fight for all of you to have the right to do whatever the hell you want and speak up for whatever you want, as long as you're active. Rock on, okay? But for the ones that supposedly care about the same things you and I care about, and they attack us when we expose such truths as FreedomWorks' involvement with, pro-amnesty supporters and pro-amnesty legislation, and America's for Prosperity, being involved, run by the Koch brothers and all this other crap, and the big money corporate interests, blah 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 blah. We say these things and we get attacked because of it. Why? Because don't get me wrong, I don't bash these people. No. I don't attack them or hate them or have any ill will towards them for defending what they believe in. Hey, kudos to you for defending what you believe in. I'm down with that. Good. You should be. All right? But at the same time, it makes me sad, if you will, to see so many people being blind to the crap they're being fed on the good guy side, if you will. That's what insults me. Again, the very fiber of its being, give us your money to protest the government taking your money. You should have looked right there and said something's wrong, okay? But people want to believe in something. They want to believe that this is going to be better than what they currently have. I get that. And I don't knock you for it, right? I don't condemn you for it. All I ask is that instead of just attacking, because how dare you attack FreedomWorks, look into it yourself. Educate yourself and look beyond the rhetoric. Look beyond the flashy signs and the propaganda, if you will, because it's just as bad on the right as it is on the left. And I am somebody who, I guess you would say, is on the right, right? I call myself a conservative, okay? A true conservative. Registered Republican, yes. Independent thinker. But nevertheless, these truths are just that. Truths. Know who you're aligned with. Know who you're supporting. Know who's taking your damned hard-earned money. Know who the enemy is on the right and on the left. Know that you could find true action, true ability to save what you care about so much, what you love, this country, inside of yourselves and your neighbors and your family and your friends. You all are the true power source. You all are the true entity that matters, the only entity that matters. Not these bastards that get rich off of your activism, your passion, your pride, and your convictions. Okay? So if they want your money to attend something or be a part of something, tell them to go, even though I have it marked as explicit, I try to refrain as much as I possibly can. Tell them to go straight to hell, because we're not going to live in denial anymore, okay? We're not going to deny these truths that they are just as bad as the things they preach against. I will be back in a little over 1 minute, and we're going to roll right into points 11 through 20. So join me, friends. I'll be right back. this is Dan Spriglio back live with you on Voice of the People USA Radio live on Spreaker, and this is my daily thought and rant, if you will. This is the part 2 of last night's podcast. My 20 thoughts, my 20 points to save America. And I've spent the last 30 minutes going off on something else, as I always do. But like the song says, denial, 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 friends. Don't live in denial. Believe in yourselves. Believe in your own convictions. Believe in your own power. Don't be led by anyone. Lead yourself. That's my point. That is what I mean when I say the things I say. I'm not bashing you. I'm not condemning you. I'm simply saying you have the power. I have the power. They do not control us. And aren't you tired of being controlled by big money special interest on either side? I know I sure as hell am. And I know that I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm going to continue to scream and speak out and stand up and rage, because it's all I can do. It is my right to do it, and you best damn sure better believe it that I am going to fight until my dying day, because that's who I am, and I know that's what all of you have inside of you as well. That is my point. Get it? So, with that, again, a shout out to everybody listening live on Spreaker. Right now, follow us on Well, I don't know what happened there. Maybe the NSA is listening. Yes, the connection link just disappeared. Well, thank you. That's strange. I never had that happen before in the middle of a podcast. Somebody somewhere wanted me to shut up, apparently. The bottom of my screen went all red, and it said, a network error occurred and the connection with the server has been lost. Damn it, NSA! Damn it! Let me at least continue, and then you can make my life a hell and do what you do. Don't try to silence me in the process. So everybody that hung in there during that delay, I'm sorry. That wasn't on purpose. That was something going wrong somewhere. I apologize. So, Facebook, Voice of the People USA Radio fan page, type it in there, search it, get on the page, hit the like button, follow us, subscribe to the shows, and be a part of this with me. Pretty soon, friends, Voice of the People USA Radio Network 24/7. It is coming, and it's not going to cost you anything. Novel concept, isn't it? It's all for you, ladies and gentlemen, because I want you all to have a chance to be heard, and I want you all to have a chance to be a part of something. And that's never going to change. So, here we go. Let me get to the remainder of my points, my thoughts, if you will, on how to save America. You may hear some repetition, but you know that's how I go. So, with that, light a cigarette. Cigarette lit, ready to go. Point number 11. It is time to make the Congress and the Senate part-time entities and actually force these overpaid, elitist schmucks to do the unthinkable, right? Spend time and work in your actual district offices. And I don't mean just during the election season either. Novel concept, is it not? I don't know. Call me crazy. But these pricks working how many days a year, getting their little lofty vacations and their bonuses for speaking at events and the salaries that they get and all that other crap, something bothers me there. And I think it bothers all of you as well, does it not? Or am I missing something? Okay? Something's wrong. Put these pricks on notice. Tell these assholes in the Senate and in the Congress that they actually had to spend time in the districts they represent. Now that is not radical thought. That's just straight up common sense. And that rolls right in to point number 12. It is simple, it is short, and it is brief. I know nothing I do is, but here it is. Term limits, term limits, term limits. Do I really, truly need to go in depth on that? I think you all get it. The same assholes that have been in elected office for 20-something years that want to rebirth themselves, or when it was Tea Party time and everything else, oh, we're for you now. Don't pay attention to the last 20-something years. No. No. Come on now. Why do that? Pay attention to what I'm saying now, because I'm lying to you, and I need your money. I need your vote to continue my lavish lifestyle, to continue all the perks and the rewards and the crap that I get off of your dime. Strange, isn't it? Number 13. Excuse me. Number 13. Time to truly enforce states' rights and no longer neuter state governments from doing what is best for their people. Wow. That's some radical crap right there, isn't it? That's extremism to its 1000th degree. The federal government doesn't know or give a damn about what goes on locally. But if someone on a state level actually dares to enforce state and yes, even federal law, then of course the federal government will step in and sue or punish, etc., etc. That is sad, okay? Again, go back to the bravery shown by Arizona in 2010, SB 1070. The state was enforcing a law that was compliant with the state constitution, the U.S. Constitution, to enforce already existing immigration law to protect the people of their state. What did they get? Sued by the Department of Justice. Why is that? Why is that? Because the Fed controls everything and anything that we do. And it's time to put those bastards in their place, don't you think? I realize I don't need to go off on every single point that I'm saying, because it's kind of all right there in what I'm saying. So number 14, you'll appreciate, is much like number 12. It is short and to the point. Repeal NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. Repeal it. Reestablish independence. Reestablish American goods made by American workers for American people. Wow. That too, obviously, overly radical and just insane trains of thought there, right? God forbid. I'm sorry, I'm a stickler for our non-existent independence, and I think NAFTA and NATO and all them are nothing more than curses and nothing more than evil entities that we are a part of. I say no more. I say put America first and foremost. You want to stimulate the economy and create jobs? Novel concept yet again. Give jobs to American workers. Radical. Point number 15. This is a little lengthy. Goes back to our federal official friends. Cut the salaries of federal officials. Do you know how much they make a year? I do. Do you know one term in the House of Representatives gets you a lifetime of retirement benefits and significant pay? Tell me how that's fair, huh? They expect us to take the hit paycheck to paycheck in order to pay for their damn mistakes and spending sprees. So I feel that it's only fair that elected officials face that same very deep hit that all of you face. Don't you? Federal elected officials believe that we the people can live and survive off of, get this? It has been said $32,000 a year, but I think they've increased it $34,500 a year. So since 72% of the working force make far less than that, then I feel that Congress should have their starting salaries cut to $32,000 or $34,500. I think the pricks don't even deserve to get paid. But let's start with using their own words against them, right? Will the already rich elected officials truly take that hit? I wonder. Live your words is how I say it. Be what you preach. Enjoy embracing and dealing with what we have to face every single day. Then maybe we get some real change in this country now, wouldn't we? Imagine that. I say go even lower, actually. I say pay Congress minimum wage. It's a privilege to be in elected office. They get their benefits for free. They get housing. They get everything in the world for free. So, pay a minimum wage. What the hell? You'll see it on the banner of the Voice of the People USA radio fan page found on Facebook. You see the banner, the backdrop. Pay Congress minimum wage. So, I have since, I guess, even further radicalized my point. I say go lower than the 32 or 34,000. Pay a minimum wage. Just saying. Number 16. There should never be any permit or fee, if you will, and believe me, there are, for any legal American citizen holding any peaceful rally or protest or demonstration in these United States of America. Our brave men and women pay and fight for our freedoms every single day, and millions of other heroes have fought for and given their lives for these freedoms, including the freedom of speech and the right to peacefully assemble. Granted, this would also help out the many that I don't agree with as well, but I'm a hardcore conservative. So this would also benefit the liberal population, if you will, but such is life. What's good for one should be good for all, right? There will always be differences of opinions, whether we despise the opposite of what we say or not. We still live in a country where we have the right to air out our dissent, and we should never be charged to do so. Bottom line. I have dealt with this time and time again. Do you know how much money it costs to hold a rally in Washington, D.C.? So that's why when I see these groups wanting to hold rallies in D.C. and they have their permits, well, they have a lot of money coming from somewhere, and that bothers me too. I don't think it should cost a damn dime, especially in Washington, D.C. That's the people's capital, not the elected bastards that get rich off of us. That's our capital, people. Hell, the evil ACLU came to my side one time when I heard about a fee for protest in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It was for a pro-Obama rally. And believe me, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania is very liberal. But regardless, they wanted to make money. So when I heard this, of course, I decided that I'm going to hold a rally. And they said it would be $1,500 for the permit to use public square. Public square. Public square. Not private property. Public square. So, it was an ordinance passed by the city council. The ACLU actually stepped up and said, do you want us to represent you? So, of course, I said, sure. Use those evil pricks for something good in their wretched lives, right? So we decided we're going to sue them. And I had the chance to tell off the whole city council of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. But magically, not 24 hours later, they scrapped the ordinance that charged fees for, permits to protest. Wonder why. If it was so legit and not shady. Okay? And let's not even go into San Antonio, Texas at the Alamo. They wanted to charge us $20,000 just for the right to have an event there because they didn't agree with our anti-illegal immigration sentiment, and they kept upping the rate. This goes on all across this country. This goes on much more than you or I know about to many, many people who have faced it and dealt with it and endured this. I say to all of you, I know your pain, I know your anger, I know your frustration, and it is wrong. The Bill of Rights does not have a price tag attached to it. It's been paid for. So maybe these assholes should wake up to that reality. Number 17. You've heard this mentioned a lot from me. Reclaim our independence and take back our country once and for all. People, it's time. It's time for America to truly rise. End all foreign aid immediately. How can we take care of the rest of the world when this government can't even take care of our people? We can't provide for American people, yet we provide for the rest of the world. How many foreign countries came to our aid financially and every other way after 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina, or after any of the disasters we have faced in this country? Hypocrisy must end at once. Imagine that. Imagine if we weren't spending billions of dollars and giving it to the good people of Libya and Syria. American-hating, American-murdering pieces of shit. Imagine if we took back that money. Or, better yet, we never paid it out in the first place. I don't know. My personal opinion. I'm tired of constantly and consistently footing the bill for the problems overseas. Oh, this country's a third world country. You know what? Good. Rise up and do something about it. Stop relying on us but hating us at every turn. Wake the hell up already. I'm just saying. Are you kidding me? Well, apparently we lost our internet feed there for another second, so I apologize. I wasn't paying attention. Gotta love it. Somebody really doesn't want to hear the things I have to say. Let me repeat myself. End all foreign aid immediately. Okay? Point number 19. A new doctrine should be set. 1. If you attack America, we will therefore be provoked, and we will retaliate in a crippling, quick, and decisive manner via bombings from the air and sea. Submitting ground forces would be a last resort because under any plan, you attack us, then we destroy you. No more rebuilding of defeated nations whom despise us. No more humanitarian aid. Have there been, as I said yesterday, have there been Taliban helping to rebuild the Freedom Tower? Oh, excuse me, World Trade 1. Sorry. How dare I not be politically correct? It's always going to be the Freedom Tower. If you're captured on the battlefield, you will be tried before a military tribunal, as you are not afforded the rights of due process and our Constitution. So we have troops getting bashed because they waterboarded a terrorist scumbag, and yes, like I said yesterday, a soldier punched one in the face. I guess that violates the rules of the Geneva Convention, correct? So I ask you, when a terrorist scumbag cuts off a soldier's or reporter's head on Al Jazeera, is that allowed within the confines of the Geneva Convention? I said this yesterday. I'll keep repeating this. I'm just curious. It's called eye for an eye, my friends, and that would become the rule of law. No terrorist America-hating scumbag would ever be tried in America in front of a jury. I don't think so. This is partisan, I'm afraid. Democrats, stop using code words to sell lies. When you say that you're against torture, this is to all my liberal friends that say torture is wrong and evil and everything else, coerced interrogation and blah, 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 right? But you see, Democrats and liberals, like in our White House, they support a little something called rendition. Rendition. Doesn't that sound pretty? Rendition. Do you know what rendition is? Why not define it, liberals? We won't torture them because that's just wrong. But instead, we'll send the detainees to some other foreign country to be beaten and tortured, but that's okay. The information extracted is allowed because Americans didn't use force, right? Because that's rendition. Hypocritical. I'm saying it's damn time to be honest with ourselves. A little long-winded, I know. Number 20 isn't an actual point. Number 20 is just a closing. And I am trying to move this podcast along quicker out of respect to all of you who actually listen. I'm saying that these points, that these things that I say, I would like to see in a perfect world. I would like to see happen. I would like to hear somebody say out loud where it counts, where it matters the most. Do we see it? Do we hear it? No, we don't. Why? Why is that? Because people are afraid. People are frightened about saying what needs to be said, about speaking up and calling bullshit bullshit. What's wrong with that? All right? Imagine if we became so evil and became this prickish, if you will, and said, we're going to put America first, that we're going to put our people first, that us as politicians aren't going to live in denial and live the lie and sell ourselves to you as something fantastic and wonderful, and then go back on it, but expect all of you to not be pissed, to not be angry, and to live within the confines of the law, even though every single day, politicians left, right, local, state, federal, constantly the president breaks that same law every damn day. Stop it. Should we not be a nation of laws? I thought we were. Should we not be a nation that protects we the people? Should we not be a nation that says we demand liberty, we demand independence, we demand inconclusive, undeniable freedom? Freedom from all forms of tyranny, like what was supposed to happen hundreds of years ago. We were sold out then, oddly enough, by Democrats, and we are being neutered and destroyed and continuously sold out every single day right now by Democrats, along with their new age Republican assholes. That is the truth. Do you run from it, or do you embrace it? Do you say, this is just the rantings of an idiot screaming into a microphone at 5 o'clock in the morning? I don't care. Say what you want to say. Think how you want to think. But let it seep in. Or for everybody else who gets what I'm saying and feels that same rage, people, it's time to harness that. It's time to tap that. And it's time to rise above the elitist rallies, if you will. The elitist propaganda crap, if you will. And not allow ourselves to be controlled or run by anyone, by any group, by any one person. We have a voice. We have our rights that we are entitled to. Execute them. Enact them. Go to work. Stand up and be counted rather than just counted for. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? I, as an American, am tired of our federal government limiting our freedom. I, as an American, am tired of the IRS taking our money. I, as an American, am tired of the same Department of Justice, National Security, everything else hampering and targeting regular American people because they had the audacity and the balls to stand up and say, we're pissed off and not going to take it. Why are we being targeted? Yet the people coming across our borders illegally every single day, they're being discussed. They're being spoken about as to how to reward them with the very thing they do not deserve. Freedom. Amnesty. Start targeting the criminals. Start targeting the abuses of power. Start targeting those who mean us harm rather than targeting us. So am I angry? Yes, I am. Am I screaming? Yes, I am. But I don't know any other way to let it out. This is my therapy. This is where I speak my mind. Because I, like you, like everyone else, have the damn right to do so. We don't have to be an attendee at a rally or a protest. No, we could hold protest. We could hold rallies and give everybody a megaphone. Give everybody a microphone. Stop living in fear of the people that want to speak up. I'm tired of going to rallies. Hey, I held rallies with guest speakers, but you know what I did? And I got bashed for it because I was told that it's controversial and I should really be careful. I took the microphone and passed it around to members of the audience because they're not the audience to me. They're a part of it. Imagine that. And then I realized there's a better way of doing it. There's a better way for letting the people be heard. You know what that is? By actually letting them be heard. So stop paying for events where you go and you donate and you see these elected elitist scumbag assholes when they gotta sell a book, run for office, run for re-election, or whatever the hell it is, or need a TV show. Stop paying for them to get paid to come and lie to you, to tell you how much they get what you're going through, because I assure you they do not. I assure you they don't care. I assure you they won't go longer than the 15 minutes they were paid $100,000 to speak for. It's all about money with them. To us, it's all about country. It's all about our freedoms. It's all about our rights. It's all about saving America. I believe that we have the power, not them. That is where I stand. That is what I think. So for everybody listening, I will not apologize for the words I've spoken. I will apologize for the volume in my voice, but damn it, I'm pissed off. And I'm angry. I don't have my little internet radio show and have to have a little fake studio set up in my basement with all these little fancy signs and these fancy little commercials to make myself look like somebody I see on TV because I want to be just like them. Is this what we're coming to? Let's mimic what we see, right? Let's conform in any way we can, right or left. Let's just conform to it and be more like this person. Be more like this person. Be more like this group. Be yourself! What is so wrong with that? With that, ladies and gentlemen, I went over an hour. Sorry. I thought maybe I'd get it under an hour, but I didn't. The next podcast will come to you tomorrow night because I'm on a roll. Whether you love me or hate me, I have a lot more things to say. I am far from done, but this concludes my 20 thoughts or points to save America. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't get too repulsed by me. But again, I'm just one man speaking what I see to be true. And I'm calling all of you to be ready. To be ready. Because your time to stand up and be heard like never before is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming. We will enact the change that those hypocrites promise us, but never deliver. We will do it peacefully. But you had best better believe we will come out in force. We will come out in masses like never seen before. It's coming down to this. It's coming down to this. It's a call for all of you. Are you ready to stand up? I'm going to keep asking you that at the end, in the beginning, in the middle, and during every single one of these podcasts and radio shows. Are you ready? America must rise. Believe it. Believe in yourselves. And believe that this country is worth fighting for. I am Daniel Smariglio. This is Voice of the People USA Radio live on Spreaker. Please go to Facebook, search Voice of the People USA Radio fan page, hit that like button on Spreaker, follow us, send me your emails, send me friend requests, Daniel Smariglio on Facebook, America Rising on Facebook, on the fan page. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts. I always appreciate and thank you all for listening, for sharing, for spreading the word, for taking the time out of your day, your lives. I value it. I value the time that you give me to listen to what I have to say. It means everything to me. And I look forward to standing side by side with all of you very, very soon. This has been my daily thoughts and rants. I will return tomorrow night and do it all over again. So be prepared. Be ready. Join us. Stand up, America. Stand up. This is our time, not theirs. God bless you all. God bless these United States. Good night, everyone. Or good early morning. Either way. Time for the loud music, and then the end. Good night, world. See you tomorrow.
Trying to make me, this is the only, give me the only thing, trying entity, fantasy, heresy, killing me lower than lower before this thing does me. Hypocrite, lunatic, fanatic, heretic, more and more you'll follow your demon's reality. You're trying to take me, you're trying to make me. This is the only, give me the only thing. Tired of trying, I'm tired of lying. The only thing I understand is what I feel. Drop the bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up. Now look who's coming, yeah, look who's back. Quick drop the bombshell straight to the track. The 21st century killing machine. Burned on the inside a five-headed team. Now I'm not the same, yeah, cause you're not the same. And you're not the same, yeah, cause I'm not the same. And we're not the same, this could never be the same. And we just wanna survive. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up. This is out of control. Get up. Drop the bombshell. Get up. Now you wanna save us and you want it all. And you want the transmit cause you want the call. And you want the one that made the worlds collide. But since that has happened, we've grown twice inside.
Gonna take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one. She said, one in a million, you got to burn the shine. But you were born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eye. When you woke up this morning, all that love had gone. Your papa never told you about right and wrong. But you looking good, baby. I believe that you're feeling fine. Shake my body, born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eyes. So sing it now. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon, got a blue moon in your eyes. So sad, goddamn shake my body. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eyes. Listen, you woke up this morning, the world turned upside down. Lord, of those things ain't been the same since the blues walked in our town. But you want in a million, cause you got that shotgun shine. Shake my body, born under a bad sound with a blue moon in your eyes. You got a blue moon in your eyes. So sad, goddamn shake my body. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eyes. Yeah, I know it. You just can't help yourself. Yeah. Just can't help yourself. Just can't help yourself.